Before I get started today, I just want to say that I have put some serious thought behind today's topic, and I hope that you will listen to the arguments before clicking out. So, hello world! Today we're going to talk about what is wrong with calling Andrew Yang Comrade Yang. Last week I asked you, the viewers, to engage, and I wasn't disappointed. The primary criticism that I got was calling presidential candidate Andrew Yang Comrade Yang. First, I want to apologize for not presenting a justification for labeling Andrew Yang with that label. And by labeling him so without justification, I have distracted you from the main argument I was presenting in my previous videos. I don't have any excuse for making this mistake. I just assume that you, the viewers, implicitly understand why it is important to call Andrew a comrade. But I was wrong, so I am sorry. I do not expect any of you to agree with me in calling Andrew comrade. However, I do hope that you listen to my arguments to why it is important to address him so. So let's get started. What is wrong with not calling Andrew Yang Comrade Yang? First, let me make this clear. I did not come up with the idea of calling Andrew. I'm just going to call him Andrew for today. I did not coin the nickname Comrade Yang. It was Andrew Springtrust who came up with it. This whole topic came up in a CNN Townhall when he was asked what nickname would Trump give him. And you can hear Andrew answering Comrade Yang in the video linked below. And if memory serves me, I believe he also said the same thing on Joe Rogan's podcast. Sorry, I listen to everything from a playlist, so I don't pay attention as to the exact source. So, Comrade Yang is the worst nickname that Trump could use to attack Andrew. And I think you and I have to agree that it's not flattering. So the question is, why did Andrew put it out there? Why didn't he say something much milder? The answer is quite simple. It is to preemptively kill the meme. Richard Dawkins, the person who coined the term meme, theorized that meme behaves like a virus of the mind, and therefore it can spread like an infection from person to person via social media. The meme virus would then alter your understanding of an idea and could even affect your behavior. And you, Andrew's supporter, have proved that Comrade Yang is a powerful meme because, well, you have gone out of your way to ratio me. You are like the white blood cells that push back against a virus trying to squash it. But not everyone is like you who has the conviction to push back. Therefore, the best way I know to stop a meme is to quote-unquote vaccinate against it. And this vaccination works, and all of you know it very well. It's like telling a joke over and over again. By the 10th time, it's not funny anymore. And you are now immune to the laughter triggering effect of the joke. So how do I vaccinate the populace against the Comrade Yang meme? I'm doing this by appropriating Comrade Yang as a term of endearment for Andrew. And I'm going to try to get everyone to do the same, or at least understand why I'm using it. And if everyone's on board, then it's one less weapon to use against Andrew. So will it work? Well, just imagine if all of us call Andrew Comrade Yang, and then one day Trump calls him by the same name. We could all just say, hey, that's what we call Andrew. It's his nickname, so what about it? Which would force Trump to make up something else, like Nerdy Yang or something. Then we could say, we call him worse. We call him Comrade Yang. You gotta try harder, Trump. The result is like being inoculated against the worst flu, so we could shrug off a light cold. Or you could think of it like, hey, that guy is a bastard, but it's my bastard. Now, there are some rules to follow to make this immunization work. Number 1, I have never and will never associate Andrew with socialism or communism. In fact, I have made a point to call him Comrade Yang while discussing his capitalist economic policies and ideas. Number 2, I have never used the label alone, and I will never use the label alone, so it cannot be misconstrued as calling him a name. And I make sure everyone knows that I am one of his supporters. Number 3, because Comrade Yang is meant to be a term of endearment, Andrew could never use it to refer to himself. But as a follower, I can, and I will do so out of my faith in him and in furthering his cause. Number 4, if any one of you that is listening has a better idea of quashing this name-calling meme war that Trump is waging, let me know. I would love to hear it, and if it's better than mine, I would be more than happy to change my ways. And before you suggest to forcefully shut down people who call Andrew Comrade Yang, let me tell you, it wouldn't work. In fact, it will only serve to reinforce the negative connotation of the meme instead of neutralizing it. I believe that you have to solve this problem through cultural appropriation or normalizing the meme through jokes or associate it with non authoritarian ideas. Nevertheless, I will leave this to the marketplace of ideas for a better way to approach this problem. And that's my rant. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope in the future when you hear me addressing Andrew as Comrade Andrew or Comrade Yang, you would understand why. And that's all, world.